Gotcha.
Hello everyone, and welcome to another Monster Hunter World video. This is Thegameconomist, and today we're going to be taking a look at all of the new Kulve Taroth Relic weapons that were released with the latest rotation of Kulve Taroth. Unfortunately, the way that they added them was they just threw all of these new weapons into the already existing loot pool, which means it's going to be really hard to get some of the previous weapons like Glutton. So good luck if you didn't already have your Glutton heavy bowgun. So what I have for you here are all the Relic weapons in English, and they've been tested to see what Handicraft 5 does to them. The two major points I took away from it: one, no purple sharpness. There was kind of a rumor going around that maybe they'll be purple sharpness weapons. And two, no white sharpness bar on the greatsword, which means that the Wyverian Ignition Impact greatsword is still the best greatsword. Now I'm just going to go ahead and run down the list of weapons, and I'll talk a little bit about how I feel about them. Some of the weapons I'll understand better than others because I'm not an expert at all of the weapons in the game. Starting us out, we have the Taroth Pipe Sleep. This is a new hunting horn with the same melodies as Basilreed Rookslayer, which means you're going to be getting the attack up large buff. That's really important for hunting horns. This hunting horn actually is really good. Like it starts out with the white sharpness bar. It has 0% affinity, which is better than negative affinity, and you can also build elementalists on it, which is good for hunting horns because they don't really deal the best ailment or elemental damage. So being able to build elementalists on this is just going to boost the raw damage, and that's really valuable for a hunting horn. This might be the new best hunting horn in the game, we'll have to see. Next we have the Taroth Slicer Fire. This is a sword and shield with an attack value of 252, a very large white sharpness bar, 0% affinity, and a fire element of 390. I've been told that this is the new meta for a fire element sword and shield, but I don't actually know a lot about sword and shields, so I'll let you guys continue to talk about it in the comment section. Next we have the Taroth Hammer Sleep. You know, I've watched a lot of debate over this weapon. I've heard people claim that the Diablo Shatterer will technically still do more damage. Then I've heard other people claim that no, because of the way affinity and crits work, that the Taroth Hammer Sleep is going to do more damage. So I haven't really made my mind up. I also haven't unlocked one myself at this point, so we'll have to see. One thing that is interesting about the Taroth Hammer Sleep is, instead of building Elementalists, you could build Free Element. Just put the monster to sleep with this hammer and get those nice wake-ups. Next we have the Taroth Sword Fire, and you can see, like many of the weapons, is just getting a large white sharpness bar. It has 660 attack, 0% affinity, and a fire element of 450. Of course, what most people will be doing is just building elementalists on these weapons, because elementalist only takes 1 medium decoration slot, whereas free element takes 3 large decoration slots. I've heard rumors that this will basically be as good as the Divine Slasher, except you don't have to go to the arena to unlock it, so if you happen to unlock this from Kulve Taroth, you better hold on to it. After that we have the Taroth Axe Water. I don't know a whole lot about switch axes, so I'll let you guys talk about it in the comment section. However, I've already heard people say that this will not be replacing any of the current meta switch axes. Similarly, I've heard that the new charge blade, Taroth Strong Arm Water, also won't really be replacing any of the meta charge blades. Then we have the Taroth Arrow Fire. I agree with what I've been hearing, that this is going to be able to replace the Anjanath bow, but just by a little bit. It's not going to be a big difference, but it will probably replace it to become the best fire bow in the game. After that, we have a very sad looking lance. Look at this. It's a poison element lance, and it doesn't even get white sharpness, and it has negative 10% affinity. What is Capcom afraid we're going to do with this lance? Why is it even rarity 8? It might as well not even be in the loot pool. No one's going to use it. You're not going to build elementalists on it, so what are you supposed to do with this one? Obviously the lance not only doesn't change the meta, but is pretty low down the tier list. Alright, after the lance we get the Taroth Buster Ice. Unfortunately, the problem with this one is that it only has a shelling level of 3, and apparently if you want to be a meta Gunlance, you have to have shelling level of 4. I don't know a whole lot about Gunlances, but I heard people repeating that over and over again. After that, we have the Taroth Glaive Sleep, another sleep weapon. One of the main problems with all of these sleep weapons is that there's really no special armor set for people who want to build ailments. We have the Azora Magdaros armor set, basically an equivalent of crit element for the set bonus skill on that guy, except it applies to ailments. But I mean, the Zora Magdaros armor set is so terrible. They need to release Arch-Tempered Zora Magdaros already so that we can actually make use of these ailment weapons, because right now, if you really want to apply an ailment, go use a bowgun. Okay, after that we have the Taroth Daggers Blast. Interestingly enough, they're called Blast, but they're a fire element. I don't know what their decision behind that was. I'm really curious to see if anyone does anything with these. There's this very niche setup between the new Teostra Gamma armor and 2 pieces of the Rathalos armor, where you can build the Rathalos chest piece, and the Rathalos coil actually has the fire attack skill on it already, which allows you to build the Teostra helmet, Teostra vambraces, and Teostra greaves. So you can get this really nice combination of Master's Touch and crit element in kind of an efficient way, and that works particularly well for a weapon just like this one, and maybe also like that one we looked at earlier, the sword and shield one. Yeah, that would be nice for either of those weapons because they are fire element weapons. Alright, now here's the one you've probably been waiting for, the Taroth Blaze Thunder Greatsword. I don't know why Capcom decided this. Just like the Lance, they decided no white sharpness for either of these weapons. What's the reasoning behind it? Like, are they really worried it's going to be too powerful maybe? I'm not sure. If you did free element and unlock that thunder damage, would it be really good against Kulve Taroth in stage 1, 2, and 3 maybe? See, I'm just not sure. But I am sure that since this weapon isn't going to be getting the white sharpness bar, the Wyverian Ignition Impact Greatsword is still the best greatsword. Finally, for the bowguns, we have Taroth Assault Pierce. It appears to be exactly what the name implies, a pierce heavy bowgun, which makes me wonder, does it perform better than the Taroth Assault Support? Because that's also a pierce heavy bowgun. And I'm curious because the pierce ammo, you know, I don't find a lot of good reasons to use it, and this heavy bowgun doesn't seem to have an especially large attack value, so unless the recoil and the reload speed for the level 3 piercing is really good, I'm not really sure what's going to be so special about this. I mean, it looks very similar to the Taroth Assault Support. And then for the light bowgun, we got Taroth Blitz Support, which, interestingly, it comes with Recovery Level 1 and Recovery Level 2, as if they really expect you to use that ammo on your teammates, but, you know, I've tried that and it's just not that good. Though what is good about this light bowgun is it comes with both Level 1 and Level 2 Paralysis and Sleep ammo, which is pretty much what you want in terms of an ailment bowgun, but it also comes with the sticky level 3 ammo. So it makes me curious, is there a decent normal ammo setup we can use? I know it has rapid fire. You could probably use normal ammo level 2 and then just have this be a status ailment bowgun, very similar to what we have with the great bowgun, which is what we have from the arena. And that's it. That's all of the new Relic weapons. Be sure to share your thoughts about them in the comment section. Are you disappointed or excited? Which of them are you trying to unlock? And which of the older weapons are you still trying to unlock and it's only going to be harder now because Capcom went ahead and just threw all these new weapons into the loot pool? Alright, well that's everything I had to say. I want to thank you all for watching and I'll see you guys next time.